Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the top 3 stocks that all of y'all should be keeping in your watch list for next week. All right. I'm also going to be doing some updates on some of the stocks that I've mentioned in the past, and I'm going to be answering some of you guys' questions. For those of y'all who dropped those stocks of interest in the comment section of our last video. Before we begin, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. All right, so let's begin right off the bat. All right, so we got the SPY. The futures market is open, and so far things are looking pretty good. I told y'all in the last video that I was not bearish at all, moving from Thursday into Friday. All right, and on Friday it performed really well. It performed extremely well. Warning, with the SPY, there is a level of resistance approaching. All right. Now, whether that resistance will hold or not, we will have to find out during the market hours. But that resistance line is right here. And the chances of us testing that 39,000 level is highly likely. I think that's going to happen. All right. Now, looking at Looking at the Nasdaq futures, which has been my favorite one so far throughout these past few days, throughout the announcements with the inflation data and all of that. We've been following this one for a while, right? And I told y'all, we gotta keep cooking for a while. We're gonna keep cooking. And the Nasdaq, I told you also to expect a move to 12,000, and it actually got to 12,000 at like 10:30 a.m. I think. It got there. Well, it got there right here. It was literally like 25 cents off of 12,000, and then it was just consolidating, and then it popped out right at the closing minutes of the session to breach 12,000, and now it's moving up even higher. As you can see, there's that red box right here. Yes, I do think that we're going to get there. I'm not bearish at all on the markets until I become bearish on the market. All right, but as of tomorrow, definitely watch the Nasdaq for a move up to the red zone, $12,200. All right, now the first stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, for tomorrow. That stock it's a cheap one too. A lot of you are gonna love this one. Well, hopefully, if it performs well, of course. But that stock is Ford F. All right. Now Ford, if you look at it, big picture, it got demolished from the highs of $26 all the way down to $10. Right. It's 60% drop. Slowly fading, and now it looks like it's trying to make its way back up again. If we zoom into the 4 hour, which is the chart that I want to share with y'all, the time frame that I'm sharing with y'all, the where the pattern lies, right? Now the pattern is right here. There is a bull flag on the chart, and it broke out on Friday, right there, right at $11.66. Watch this one for a long, all the way up to at least $12.50, right over here. All right, right in that zone. I think it's going to get there. Not bearish with the way this is looking, right? Very clean breakout, and there's a continuation, obviously, with me not being bearish on the Nasdaq or the SPY for tomorrow. Expect most stocks in the market to be green. Just expect. That's what I expect. All right, you do what you want to do, but that's what I expect. Okay. So that's the first one, Ford, to keep on your watch list. Also, there's some FOMO buyers stuck up here. They may use that chance to get out, right? So just keep that in mind. Now, the next stock that y'all should be keeping on your watch list, which I guess is in updates, because I've mentioned this stock before, right? And a lot of people made money off of this stock when I mentioned it, and that stock was BYND. All right, now BYND, my drawings are still on the charts and it's still performing well. You see, so I mentioned it over here before the breakout. Initially, I was expecting a breakdown, but again, you take what the market gives you, and the market chose the upward direction right here. Then I told y'all to watch this one for a long, all the way up to this circle right here. The minimum of $35, but I wouldn't be surprised if it surprises us and moves all the way up to 40 bucks, right? And so far so good. I think it's doing exactly that. I'm not bearish at all. This is not the time to short. This is definitely the time to go long, especially for that short term move. So I think $40 isn't outrageous, isn't too outrageous. Like if $40 tomorrow could happen. It could. It really, really could. If not tomorrow, then maybe Tuesday morning. All right. So that's the second stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list, BYND. I've mentioned it in the past. If you're still holding it, congrats, because the stock is still paying. All right. Now, the last stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list. That one is one of the semiconductors. Is QCOM, right? Qualcomm. I've told y'all to watch again last for those of y'all who missed last week's videos. I was very, very precise and very accurate in those videos. I'm gonna pin them somewhere, that way y'all can watch it if you didn't get a chance to watch them and see how the stocks actually perform, right? But everything moved perfectly, like right to the T. Now, in regards to this one, Qualcomm, I like it a lot because there is an ascending triangle on the chart right here. All right, and we actually took a trade on this one last week, and we made money on this one last week from $38 all the way up to 44 bucks, right? But the chart is still clean and it's not done yet. I think it's definitely going to go all the way up even higher to $150. It might tease it, like it might get to 149.67 and then pull back and then just like flatline throughout the entire day. Then maybe Tuesday it may go up again. But for tomorrow, which is Monday, I'm not bearish on this structure. It's looking quite clean. Therefore, it is good enough for me to share this in this video. All right. Now, let's do an update on DWAC. In the last video, all right, which I'm going to pin it right here. Okay. If you didn't watch Thursday's video, I told y'all that this stock could explode, and it actually did explode. It did. If you look closely, I told y'all to watch it for a run because of this bullish pennant, right? And then on Friday, it did something very obvious on the 1 minute. If you look on the 1 minute and you zoom in right here, right? First of all, it opens up higher, all right? Has a little pullback, consolidates, forms this bullish pennant again right here, like the same one, literally the identical one to BYND's bullish pennant. The second one, not the first one, the second one. But yeah, it breaks out on Friday and has an opportunity. It has a money making opportunity right here. So this is the explosion that I was talking about. If you look at the contract, like let me just do this trade. We're gonna look at we're gonna copy this one, right? And then we're gonna go back to charts, go back to, let's do number 8. And then we're gonna do paste. And then we're gonna change that to 715 to see how that contracted on that day, right? So this is how the contract did on Friday, like the appropriate trade for DWAC after making that video was the entry at the breakout of that 1 minute pennant, right? So when a 1 minute pennant breaks out, the price of this at the money call is right at $70 per contract, right? And then let's go back to 1. And then what happens next is that it flies, right? From here all the way up to here, right? And then the stock gets exhausted. This is the first spot to get out, right? And a stock sometimes can be generous and give you another chance to get out and not be too greedy, because what comes afterwards is a massive pullback. So if you look at the contract, which again, if you watched last video and you wanted to take a trade on this one, if you look at that contract, it went from $70 all the way up to $175 per contract. So the opportunity was there. Congrats to anybody who was able to capitalize on that move. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. All right, if you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me to social media yet, you can find me at NGumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, there are some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks for signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.